So Criminal is not a genre-specific kind of film. It's like a hybrid between an action and sci-fi, and and it's just a thriller basically. Did that storyline entice you to working on film?
Well, I think today movies are, are boxed, and the audience are becoming a little bit of a kind of like a robotic influenced by that. So I like that, Criminal maybe will attract you because of the action, maybe will attract you because of the thriller, maybe will attract you because of the emotion, maybe will attract you because it's a sci-fi. But I think it's a story, and you're telling a story sometimes. You don't just need to tell a story with with a very heavy face and never laugh in it. And I like films that are not necessarily sitting in a box. Yes, it's a lot to ask from an audience, to follow science, to follow emotions, to follow an action, to follow a threat. But hey, we're producing the same material again, again, again. So maybe there's a room for a little bit of more of a.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think audience are getting just a little bit bored with just that straightforward action, blow everything up kind of?
I think people are not feeling anything anymore. I mean, we all know that in the past people got like so excited, to see an explosion or to see some kind of like, massively robots flying around and destroying buildings. But if there's no a human connection and there's no really an emotion connection, I don't think people care anymore. So if you can bring it in some kind of like an envelope that eventually gets you the excitement because you care, I think that really makes a difference. Whether we succeeded or not, well, I don't know. I hope so.
I think you did. I had a bit of a headache because it was like, what? But no, a good headache.
So basically we should say, like, if you want to watch Criminal, take Advil.
Yes.
It might confuse you.
I think it was the room that I watched it in, really. It's no air. It's the idea of memory transfer is not actually that far away. How much research did you guys do into that to make it look quite authentic?
We did quite a lot. Actually, my production designer, John Hansen, we contact like 2 scientists from Japan and a German guy and an Austrian guy that came to meet us, and they walk us through exactly what happened in science right now. And we are months away from having the complete technique to delete memories. I think we are maybe a few years away for maybe trying a human trial transfer memory. They're doing that on rats.
Okay.
And we saw an experiment that they did. They put rats in a maze, and it took her 18 hours to get out of it and reach to the food. Then they used her memory on another rat that took it 45 minutes. So the assumption that we had in the movie is that the memory transfer between, human being is down to the core of what is a memory. And memory is basically, it's a pattern. If I need to give you an idea of what they explained to us, like think about a printer. It has cartridges of colors, and it gets a message. And each cartridge is like, okay, a little bit green, a little bit blue, a little bit yellow, a little bit red, and then eventually each dot is going to a place to create an image. Okay, our brain works very similar. We're getting certain information of patterns, of neurological patterns, that eventually get to our brain to release certain enzymes. And those enzymes basically are what we feel and what we see. So everything that you are about is memory. Yeah. All right, it's all stored in your left owning. All right, so everything, a touch, a word, everything you hear, it's a memory. Yeah. So now think about it. What if I can alter your memories? And I can bring you memories that you never had. You're going to basically believe in those memories. You will believe that you have a feeling. And if you had a traumatic memory, you think that I can take it away. How would you behave if I would take your traumatic memories away? It will really alter your personality. Yeah. And you're going to behave different. You're going to believe in different things. So I think that specific as a concept of memory it's becoming something that I think is going to be big in our society, because a lot of our conflicts coming because of memories. People remember that they believe in a certain religion, and that religion is what's going to drive them as being, who they are. Now, what if I can take that away from you? What if I can alter that? Suddenly, There will be no hatred.
Hopefully. We can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The film was shot in London.
Mm-hmm.
And how easy was it to film some of those action sequences?
Actually, as much as I loved, the cruise here and being here in England and for me it was kind of like a renaissance because I went to law school in England, in a little town called Canterbury.
Law school?
In Kent.
Director?
Yeah.
Slight change.
So I had, in the late 90s I was here. It was really different. It was just the beginning of, London just started to become London, you know what I mean? The Italian arrived, the Greeks, the food changed. But being here in 2015 and shooting the movie here, it was one of the best experiences of my life. Shooting action sequences in England or in London, that's a different story. Yeah, it's very restricted. The UK is a country that doesn't have guns in the street. I'm coming from Israel. Every idiot like walking with a machine gun and seriously, guns is something that, or in America, in the UK they don't have it. So every time we had sequences with guns and actions, it was very sensitive. I could see almost, the tension of the police or the security we had on set. And we were very restricted to do a lot of things. So some of the things we had to actually shoot on a backlot in the studio and recreate some of the streets in order to achieve it.
Yeah, we have obviously Kevin Costner in the lead role as Jericho,
Mm-hmm.
Madman. You see, it's also kind of like a double role for him as well, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
How easy was it to get him to be involved in the film? Was he always going to be the first choice?
Well, I really wanted Kevin because I thought we looked for somebody that, spent like 25 years in jail. So we couldn't take somebody in his 30s or 40s, So we needed somebody in his 50s, kind of an older guy. Obviously, if it was Liam Neeson, everybody said, oh yeah, okay. Now Liam Neeson is like, Liam Neeson on the train, Liam Neeson on a bus, Liam Neeson on a plane. Liam Neeson on a memory, but so I needed something fresh, and I thought like taking Kevin Costner, which is so not typical role for him, will be something that would be original or spread some originality into the idea of this film. Obviously he didn't see it in the beginning, so it was just like it was quite a ride for me to convince him, but I'm happy that I did. So now it's history. Now I cannot even now I look at the poster and I'm like, can I imagine somebody else? And I'm like,
no, that's his role.
No, this is him.
Yeah,
it's absolutely him.
What tactics did you use to get him to entice him onto the film?
I'm an ex-Mossad agent, so I used a lot of torture.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm it's just like a lot of convincing, and you gotta come prepared, as a director. What actors looking for you is like that what you want and you're passionate about it. And if they feel the passion, they know that, the high moments are going to be great and the low moments are going to be tough, but they're not going to be hell.
Yeah. He also, for someone of his age, he moved quite nimbly in his fight sequences. Did he go through a lot of training for that?
Yeah, he trained, but did you see Kevin? Did you interview him today?
No, I haven't, no.
Okay, I hope you will, because he's 61 years old today, and the guy looks like he's 40. He has more energy than most people that I know. He's Kevin Costner. I don't know. I guess the good life did good for him. Yeah. No, he's amazing.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.